sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure that we had everything right and everything ready to go. Hello, hello, hello. We are back again. What? Can you guys hear that? That's the only thing about me being outside and trying to do calls or videos or anything like that. The air traffic comes and disturbs. So if you hear me pause, I'm pausing because I don't want to try to talk over that. So first of all, I just wanted to tell you guys thank you, and once again, thank you. And what you put out, your vibration that you are putting out and you are investing in is what you will get back. You understand what I'm saying? So no matter what you guys are doing in life, as far as different entities of things, you want to invest in the things that are going to be profitable. You want to invest in the things that's going to reproduce. You want to invest in the things that's going to make you look better naturally. So saying that is like we were speaking about the hair. You have to invest in your hair. What do you mean invest in your hair? You mean invest time into your hair. You have to invest time in the Lord. You have to invest time in your children. You have to invest time, money, and a whole bunch of other things into your home. So these things that we have to do because if we want a profitable future, if you want a profitable life, these things you have to do. Sometimes when people just start off in businesses or whatever, they're working 16 hours a day. They're investing their time into that business, which at a later date will probably be so profitable that they don't have to invest as much time because Jehovah has blessed them, and now that time is for family, for Jehovah, for Jesus Christ, for anything, okay? So let me try to stay straight before I forget. So today we are here because I ran into a little problem. I was on YouTube researching about oils and follicles and unclogging follicles, and at first some people reached out to me and they believe that washing your hair will unclog your follicles. They said, well, if you got a cleansing shampoo and one that's got this in it, it will unclog your follicles in your head. Well, let me let you guys know something. That right there is not true. And once again, if I say something and you're like, I'm not really sure that that is true, please Google it, please look it up. And if it's like that, please let me know, so therefore we can fix this and put out the right information. So first of all, we're going to start off with, once again, first of all, let's start with this. How do I find out if my follicles are clogged? Well, first of all, if you experienced hair loss, maybe if you just lost a lot of weight, what you're eating and bacteria and all these other things that's going on. So I use the oil with eucalyptus and a couple of other ingredients which stimulates the follicles. I knew that I had clogged follicles because when I put the oil in my hair, the only area that I could feel that was tingling was this back area. So right then and there, that got me alarmed. I'm alarmed because if only this part of my hair is tingling, tingling to the part I'm like, okay, so I'm like, oh my God, none of this is tingling. My hair follicles are clogged. I confirmed that by going to a dermatologist who was like, yeah, right there, yes. So I would say if you have really thin hair, and say for instance, like I said, if you haven't just lost a mass amount of weight, and you have thinning hair, you might have clogged follicles. So you can actually, I will leave in a description a oil that you can use, so therefore you can put this oil on your hair, and if you don't feel that sensation, you know that your clogs are poor. I'm gonna just move this over because I don't want my dog to knock nothing over. Trying to get, okay. I just want y'all to see that beautiful, view. Not of me, well, not me, but behind me. It's so nice. I love that. Okay, so like I said before, if you haven't lost a considerate amount of weight and you're starting to see your hair thinning out, and I'm not saying if you've been putting wigs on and you have snatched your edges out. If you have snatched your edges out, then that's a whole different ball game. But if you have been suffering from hair thinning and hair loss to the point where you see somebody with alopecia and you're like, my hair almost looks like that, then probably your follicles are clogged. And it comes from your body natural sebum production, S-E-B-U-M. Some people simply produce more sebum than others. So with the sebum, once again, things can help the production and the reduction of the sebum production. Sebum becomes a problem when it combines with dirt, chemical residue, and dead skin cells. So you know that dandruff you have, then you put in products in your hair, and like I said, with the sebum that your body produces, that becomes a problem. So and it's not like you say, oh, I got a little bit of dandruff. Everybody has some dirt and dead skin cells on their scalp, but I'm talking about heavily users of chemicals infused hair products like bleaching and all these other, you know, hair coloring, bleaching, perming, relaxing, whatever, however you want to say. And let me tell you guys something. It's just not females. Males and females suffer from the same thing. Sometimes God can just shave their hair off. Well, these days females can shave their hair off too, but definitely it affects everybody a different way. And like I said, when you once again want to think, where do you work at? If you're working in a factory place or a place with heavy chemicals or smoke or anything like that, you're sweating excessively, you have oily skin already, you got some dandruff, maybe some inflammation going on in your hair, this is definitely the #1 way to have clogged pores. And people don't usually realize that, but they get up, they throw a hat on, and they go to work or something like that. And then when they do their hair, it's okay. But as time starts going on, they start realizing, hey, this isn't thinning. Or I found out because I was getting those micro extensions where they were clipping them to every strand of your hair. And I looked one day and I was like, hey, what the? So, you know, I paid over $1,000 to get my hair done. So I went back to the lady and I said, you know, what did you do to my hair? And when she looked at it, she was like, it's not what I did. Your hair is coming out from the follicles. So when someone, if anybody tells you that, because you wanna see the difference between plain breakage because your hair is brittle or dry, it's the difference between coming out from the follicle and if the hair is broken. And so you want to make sure that you inspect the area of your head to make sure that this is just not broken. Even if it is broken with this, these things that I'm going to give you, you guys should be able to still reproduce a nice amount of hair in a short period of time. You cannot, I was going to do like one whole session, show you how to make the oil and everything else, but the thing is that I cannot come, okay, so it comes to me like this: how can you tell somebody about hair products or oil products and you yourself really don't know the properties or the you know, the medicinal purposes of this oil? Then you're telling other people, use this, go use this coconut oil to do this, or use this olive oil, and you're really talking to a mass amount of people, and every single person is different. So you do see oils that they say grow your hair like that, and on my other videos you'll hear me call them the 7-8 oils. And everybody like, the 7-8 oils, what is a 7-8 oil? The 7-8 oils is, at first it was supposed to be 7 oils, right? And then as I went through my thing, it came to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different things that you can do, but once again, I feel that you should do the things that's beneficial to you. If you suffer from acne, I don't think you're supposed to use coconut oil as much, because these properties will make your acne flare up. But if you put these properties in your hair and you secure them very well, and you cleanse your face with either witch hazel or apple cider vinegar, you will be okay. If you completely, and you can use some aloe vera gel as well, but do what's best for your body. If in one of these ingredients that I mentioned, if that's what you're used to working with and it's working for you, continue to use it. Now, if you just want to mix all your oils in one jar or one spray bottle, that's fine. But one thing you want to remember, that you should know what you're putting in this bottle, and you should know if you are going to have some reactions before you start spraying the stuff in your hair, your face start breaking out, hair start growing down your chest. I'm just joking about the chest thing. I'm just joking. But let's get back to these how to unclog these follicles. So that's what I was saying at first. I didn't want to go into put this in your hair, 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 and you don't even know how to unclog the follicles. So let's get to it. Okay, so first of all, you can go to the dermatologist. The dermatologist is going to give you an acylic acid pill, and that's supposed to unclog your follicles. Now, I don't know how much that costs. I don't know, blah blah, I don't know none of that. But I'm not going to do that because, yeah, I'm just not going to do an acid pill on my head. No. But you can choose, and you would hear me saying that I do not like to shampoo my hair. No, I don't like to shampoo my hair. But would clog, if you are a shampooer, you can use the right cleansing shampoo. an alternative to store-bought shampoos is to make your own shampoo, and it don't contain any of those harsh chemicals, and later causing more damage. That is something that you guys definitely don't want to do. You guys definitely don't want to clog your pores up more than they already are. So there is another apple cider vinegar rinse. Now with this apple cider vinegar rinse, I was kind of weary of the vinegar and the baking soda. I was really not sure about the putting all that together and putting it in my hair, but it worked out all right, and I only do it like once a month. So not only am I cleaning the follicles, and then I'm putting more oils on my hair to clean the follicles out, I'm stimulating my scalp. We're gonna get to that part. Let me keep on going. So with this apple cider vinegar, you're gonna use a apple cider vinegar, baking soda, 2 drops of tree oil, 1 drop of peppermint oil. You can mix it with the warm water and stir and wait for that baking soda and apple cider vinegar, wait for it to react. Now, pour this into this, and I'll leave the, of course I'm not just going to say all that and I'll put the descriptions in the underneath. So it should, I will have it probably like, I'm pointing to it right now. Or, yeah, I think, will I do it that way? That way or that? One of these ways, you'll see it, how you do this. And so, as you want to rinse your hair with warm water first. Now, let me tell a lot of people, when you take hot showers, I mean steaming hot showers, and you're letting that water hit your head, throughout the day your hair starts drying and it gets very dry, and this will cause your follicles to dry up as well. So it's a lot of things that you can do to be proactive in your follicle stimulation. But let's get back to this acid cider vinegar. I have to tell you guys when something comes to my head, because if I don't, I will forget. So you pour the apple cider vinegar rinse in your hair, and I'm gonna say you're gonna massage your hair like this for like 10 minutes. The areas where you are very thinning at or bald at, these are the areas that you want to stimulate with your hand in a circular position. You can go clockwise, then you can go counterclockwise, you can go up and down, but you want to give your entire head, everything in your head, you want to give it attention, your crowning area. This is an area that I'm pointing to right here that a lot of people, this is your crowning area. This is the area that is your crowning area, because this is where the thinning starts at. A lot of people can't tell because it starts with like a small circle right there, but that's something you definitely want to, like I said, invest your time, 10 minutes, stimulating your hair. After that 10 minutes of your stimulation, go ahead, wash it out with warm water. Once again, please do not use hot water in your hair. These videos that I'm making are for people with severe thinning or alopecia or skin disorders or very sensitive, so we're using our own organic products. So therefore, if you're like, oh, you're doing a little bit too much, well, with the type of damage that I'm talking about, these 10 minutes time that I'm telling you about, you need to spend that amount of time in your hair. Then after you do the rinse and afterwards, hopefully right then, well, when you start putting the oils in after this rinse, you should feel, if it's not a lot, that's okay. But if you start to feel that tingling in your hair right there, you know that you've hit the jackpot. So let me see. There is a, okay, so let me tell you guys, this is something that I want to tell you guys. Once again, like I said before, someone thought washing their hair was the way to get rid of everything, which is not true. Just like everything that we go through, everything must have a balance, a pH balance. So this is what you're trying to achieve. But once again, there are different methods that I'm giving you, and you choose what's best for you. You choose what's best that your body react less of. If you have an inflamed scalp, you have hit the right channel, because these methods that I'm using have the oils that we are making are inflammation stoppers. So just continue to follow me, and we will get to, I don't want to just tell you guys everything and then you guys are like, oh my God, it's overwhelming, and it's already like I haven't said enough, and we're already so far. So there is another wash you can do. You use Himalayan Sea Salt, lemon juice, and olive oil. Now, once again, I feel that coconut oil and olive oil, those are your mixers, okay? You're not going to use them both you're not going to use them both, okay? You're going to either, okay, when I use this, I'm going to use coconut oil, or I'm going to use this, I'm going to use olive oil. I need you to stick to one or the other. I'm not saying when you make your 7-8 oil, so put 2 teaspoons of olive oil into a little bit more of coconut oil. Like I said, do what's best for you. You get 2 tables of Himalayan salt, 2 tables of lemon juice, and you get some olive oil or coconut oil. You combine those together, and I would say blend them together. And once again, I will leave that concoction right up there, so you can do that. You're gonna pour the mixture into your hair, and you're gonna once again do the 10 minutes, because we are heavy sufferers. You understand. Like I said, use that, and use the same process that we did with the other stuff. Rub it through your hair. Go ahead, get it through your hair really good, and after that you do a warm water rinse, and you should be So remember, you don't want to put that hot water on your hair. You want like a little lukewarm water. We also were saying that it is on what you eat. And there are certain things that you can do too if you're producing too much sebum, so therefore it will reduce it. You have to, it's almost like saying that you went on a cholesterol diet, because they want you to reduce unhealthy fats such as frying oils and those in any kind of greasy food. Eat less processed food. For my hair to grow? Yes, for your hair to grow. And once again, we want to remember, as we do this is not, let's try this for one time, or let's do this for a minute, let my hair grow so long, and then I'll stop. If I feel my head is standing back out, I'll come and do it again. No, what we are doing are lifestyle changes. With these lifestyle changes, this is not something that you pick up and drop and pick up and drop. You implement these things in your everyday life, like the greasy foods, the frying oils, a lot of butter, things. You know which oils I'm talking about because we all probably love them. But as we are at these times that you should be preparing, you should be trying to do everything that's healthy possible. These hospitals right now are full to capacity. You have to invest in yourself instead of saying, okay, well, I'll just go here. Well, they'll just give me this. What do you want to do? No, be proactive in your life. Be proactive in your future. Be proactive and sacrifice right now. So therefore, your future will be better. If you do not, and I hate to go into this, but with everything that's going on and people saying we're not taking the vaccine, and let me tell you guys something. This is not the first time that was a vaccine that came out. Tuberculosis, hepatitis, chickenpox, malaria. All these different things have a vaccination. So let me kind of break it down for you really quickly. What it is that for so long our meat, which is the cows, the chickens, and whatever, the farm raised whatever, they have been feeding antibiotics so that they will live and they can grow and they can be beautiful. So all these antibiotics that they take, when they kill them and send them to us for eating, we don't say we only gonna eat this certain amount because we don't want to hurt ourselves in the future. You understand what I'm saying? Because now we know that antibiotics in these animals are causing us not to be able to respond to the antibiotics that they have, right now. So the thing is that what are we going to do? Well, the thing is that if you know, and what you're hearing a lot of people saying now is the plant-based meat. Me, myself, personally, I don't mind because I don't like, since my transition, when I eat like beef, I don't eat no pork. But in my lifetime, and I'm kind of old, guys, but in my lifetime, I have always been a meat eater, salad and a meat eater. But these days, like I said, since my transition, I really don't care for turkey, beef, chicken. I really don't crave these meats. But once again, that's a whole nother show about what's going on. But once again, I say prepare. And once again, why I'm saying this is not something that you're just doing for a minute or so. This is a lifetime commitment. This should be your daily regimen. You should be waking up, thanking the Lord, and repenting for whatever sin you committed in your sleep. Because maybe you don't, but I do every day. I mean, not every. Scratch that, take that. All right. But let's get back to it. Let me see. Should I go a little? So wait. So everybody here is saying, not everybody here, but a lot of people are saying that they don't want to take the vaccine because the government is trying to blah 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 blah. Listen to this, guys. If the government wanted to blah 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 blah, they could have did it when your kids got their vaccination for school. or when you broke your arm that one time and went to the hospital, or if you have an underlying condition. So I would really, and I'm telling you this because, once again, I caught COVID in January 2020 when it wasn't even announced to anyone, okay? And then I turned around and had to have open heart surgery. But I was in the hospital for a week and a half, and it was like 6 doctors came in there. I was like, am I dead, Jesus? But they came in there and it was like, your body is not responding to any of the antibiotics that we have given you. We have given you several antibiotics and your body is not responding to any of them. But we do have a new medicine. It's not approved by the FDA, but we think it might help you. Having a COVID was like being possessed by, I don't know, but it was, whoo, let me tell you, baby, I have never been that sick before in my life. So I said, okay, give it to me. They said, you have to sign for this medicine. So I signed for it. They gave it to me. 3 days later, I was up walking around. And when I tell you that when I got there, I'm gonna just say it like this. It was so bad, things was coming from every place. I cleared the waiting room out. I was like, and I was just in I couldn't, trust me. So the thing is that it comes to the point of, are you willing to take that risk? Are you willing to take a risk that your kids get sick and you go somewhere and they won't see them because they're not vaccinated? Or your child turns around and get really, really sick from COVID, and then let me tell you right now, there are no open beds at Memorial Hermann Children's. There are no open, they are filled to capacity. All our hospitals are filled to capacity here, and the Delta virus the surge haven't even came all the way. So once again, prepare. If you having problems about thinking if you should get this vaccination, then speak with God about it, pray about it. The reason why, like I said, some things I don't mind, because it's like, I've had so many ill conditions since my accident that whatever that they wanted to do to me, they could have did. I done had open heart surgery, open back surgery, just broke my ankle. So you understand what I'm saying. I have to use the system because I have different conditions. If you're by yourself and you're grown and your spouse is grown, and I don't know if it's fair to the children if we don't get them vaccinated, being that they can get sick. But let me tell you, these kids, they be the carriers. And a kid cold, I used to hate when my daughter, it was time for her to go to school, the first of the year, the end of the year, because she would always come home. She wouldn't be sick, but she would make everybody else, me, my mom, and my dad, sick. So I'm just saying, it's a lot of things that the children are missing out on, and they were missing out on that for the last 3 years. We had Ike first, then we had COVID. Now, we're trying to get back, but like I'm explaining to you guys, it has been very, very hard for certain people. They're facing eviction. There are a lot of people facing fraud, IRS convictions. So it's a lot going on. They're doing a major reset if you haven't been able to change. I mean, and like I said to you guys before, I knew that $1 trillion infrastructure had to be approved. They could have talked about it all they wanted to do. In order for the things of the future to be able to work, we need new infrastructures. The things that they need to put inside of the infrastructures is what's going to enable cars to do the things that you're going to be like, I thought we were in the Jetsons. Yes, they are setting us up for the future. Yes, they are setting us up for the future. So let me ask you this. If you and your family, say for instance, you and your family sacrificed and said, I'm not going outside, we're going to stay inside, we're going to try to just be COVID free. And then one of your close relatives came and they're coughing and stuff. What, I mean, would you be like, wait a minute, where you going? I don't know where you been. You can't come in here. I'm sorry, people. I know it's a lot of people that's gonna come for me on that one. But like I said, first of all, if you go to the doctor on a regular basis, they could have already given you something. Secondly, if you took your kids and they've already been vaccinated, in order for them to go to school, they could have already did what they wanted. It's not a hard thing. Unfortunately, I don't have the option of not taking the corona vaccine. And second of all, like I said, I took so many anthrax shots. I should be like, they should be hiring me just to go and test it out to make sure it's good. And we're gonna end that on that. That's a whole nother entity. So of what we were talking about. So we want to go back to unclogging the pores. Okay, so we talked about the change in the lifestyle. That's what that's how we get to that, because this is a lifestyle change. Once again, eat a low glycemic diet. And once again, like I said, I'll put things up there so you guys will see what I'm talking about. Try, if you're gonna eat fats, eat natural fats like nuts, seed, cold water fish, and avocados. Those are things to make your sebum be leveled out. It might not do it like if it's going on now and your scalp is inflamed and you got all this other stuff going on. It's going to take a second. It's not going to be, I grew my hair this long in 2 months. No, we're going from the very basic beginning to, so this is why this video is kind of long. And once again, I do apologize. It is common to experience the semen buildup on the scalp. After all, the scalp is exposed to many chemicals and irritants, including hair care products and pollutions. The bad news is that all these things, including your own sebum, they will clog up your follicles. If you want to get rid of your clogged, blocked follicles, as well as prevent them from reoccurring, and to ensure that your hair is not only follicle happy but nutrient happy. So that's where in our next video we'll get to the different oils that you need to put in your hair, because this was all about unclogging the follicles. Once again, like I said, I have wanted to do it a little, put a little bit more in these, but I believe that you should explain to someone who, so that they will understand. And me being disabled and going through things, sometimes it's hard for me to comprehend, or I might be like, why am I doing this? Well, why would I do that? Why would I do that? So hopefully this video is for people who may have disabilities of any kind, so that you can understand exactly what's going on, and you can definitely understand what I'm trying to put out there, and you can definitely understand and produce, and have and be happy with the investment that you have given yourself. Once again, you can do anything in life. You just have to invest in it. And through the blood of Jesus Christ and our Lord Jehovah, any and everything is possible. Continue to press out those good vibrations. Continue to raise your frequency with love, and more love. Continue to give God His praise and worship, and continue to stay in your value. As long as you stay in God's light, you will prevail. Prepare, prepare, prepare. I love you guys. You are so beautiful, and you are definitely worthy. Give honor and praise, all of it, to Jehovah. Y'all stay blessed.